Back in 2002, I had occasion to visit a conference on Nabatean studies organized here by the Al Hussein bin Talal University. During the conference, I had occasion to speak with leading archaeologists from Saudi Arabia and from Jordan. I asked them specifically about the archaeological record in Mecca. They admitted that there was no archaeological record in Mecca before 800 AD.
Today, all over the Middle East, when construction companies want to dig for a foundation, there should be someone present from the Ministry of Antiquities. It doesn't matter if you're in Jerusalem, Damascus, or Amman, Jordan. Wherever you dig, the chances are you will expose an ancient site of some sort. In the city of Mecca, in Saudi Arabia, developers are digging all over, putting up great buildings, hotels and high-rises. But, to the surprise of archaeologists, there are no ruins of a great and ancient city under Mecca. During the first 100 years of Islam, 100% of all the surviving mosques we have located so far face a spot in southern Jordan rather than Mecca.
And for the first 100 years, every mosque in the entire Islamic world pointed here to Masjid al-Haram, the forbidden gathering place, here in Petra. Look at this map. Where do all of the trade routes intersect? There are 3 places in northern Arabia that could be described as the center of the trade route. What is interesting is that Mecca was not even a stopping place because it was not even located on the caravan route.
Another puzzle is that the city of Mecca is missing on all early maps of Arabia. One would expect that a major merchant city would be mentioned on early maps, but not one shows Mecca before the time of Islam.
وتسمى هذه المدينة اللي هي مكة بأم القرى في القرآن. أم القرى هي الاسم هذا المفروض يطلق على مدينة مبهرة، مدينة فيها آثار، مدينة فيها لها أسوار، مدينة يعني كبيرة معروفة.
The Prophet Muhammad would go forth for his affairs and journey far afield until he reached the glens of Mecca and the beds of its valleys. Aisha, Muhammad's wife, mentioned how one of the men was longing for Mecca. Would that I but stay overnight in a valley filled with various kinds of grass? When we came to Mecca, we saw a town blessed with water and trees.
At this point in history, the governor in the Holy City was Abdullah ibn Zubair. He was particularly unhappy. In his eyes, the Holy City was the most important city of Islam, but the Umayyad rulers chose Damascus as the new capital city. So in 683 AD, about 64 years after the founding of Islam, Ibn Zubair declared himself Caliph in the Holy City, and that started the Second Islamic Civil War.
The Umayyads reacted strongly and sent an army against the Holy City. Ibn Zubayr then did a shocking thing. He destroyed the Kaaba, the ancient holy shrine of Islam.
Ibn Zubayr then demolished the Kaaba sanctuary until he had leveled it to the ground and dug out its foundation. Then he placed the black stone beside it in a wooden stand in a strip of silk.
The Umayyads fought against Ibn Zubayr and his companions, but after 40 days, news arrived that the ruling Caliph in Damascus had died, so the whole army marches off.
The Umayyad army returned. This time the army was bigger, and the Umayyads brought large weapons of war with them. Among them, a stone-throwing machine called a manjanik.
The war between Ibn Zubayr and al-Hajjaj took place for 6 months and 17 nights in the hollow of Mecca. Yusuf ibn Mahak said, "I saw the manjanik with which stones were being hurled. The sky was thundering and lightning, and the sound of..."
But year 70 of Islamic history is of great importance. Now notice, Al-Tabri spends 15 pages describing what happens in year 69, and he spends 27 pages describing what happens in year 71. But where is year 70? Look at this. For year 70, Al-Tabri only records a few lines of text. Did he not find any more information for this year? Or did later editors censor this year from Al-Tabri's record? Only a few lines, but what he records gives us a few tantalizing details. It tells us that Musa'ib ibn Zubair, apparently a brother of Abdullah, brings supplies to the Holy City. Were these supplies military equipment? No, it says he brought many horses and camels. I believe that this is the year that the followers of Ibn Zubair moved south from Petra to the deserts of Arabia to find a place where they could hold out against the Umayyad forces. All details of this year have been removed from Al-Tabri's history. But we know that they obtained many horses and camels, which would have no other purpose than to move many of the people out of the city. This lull in the war continued into the next year, so Ibn Zubair took advantage of the break to undertake a religious project. He decided to rebuild the Kaaba, but Al-Tabri does not tell us where the new Kaaba was constructed. I believe that the new Kaaba was built in Saudi Arabia, and that the black rock was moved there for safekeeping. So even if Ibn Zubair lost the Holy City, he still had the rock and a new Kaaba. 109 years after the founding of Islam, a mosque was built in Bangalore, Pakistan. This mosque, however, pointed towards Mecca in Saudi Arabia.
Because it's the earliest surviving mosque that we can truly say faced Mecca in Saudi Arabia. It was built about 100 years after the death of Muhammad.